to the land of Egypt. It's now practiced all over the United States and Israel. I know you've got them, so take them out. Come on. This is known throughout the Jewish world as the Sacred Selfie. You're going to take just one. So put this behind your head and get these two beautiful people in the frame. All right?
Yeah, your sister.
And you've got 30 seconds. Go. Look at, isn't that? There's a picture for you. Too late. Okay, and that was really well done. Oh, another 30 seconds over here.
Focus.
Thank you.
In the immortal words of the Red Hot Kishka Peppers, put them away now. Put them away now.
Silence your phones.
Now this joke is not going to be as funny tomorrow when I tell it. You, however, need to laugh because you will prime the pump for everybody else. Remembering how funny it was now. All right, that's enough of that, Mr. Gus. Welcome. Boy, the love in this room is palpable. I could like just slather in it. I have been waiting to meet these people and the reflection of them in you for a long time. And you do not disappoint. Let me tell you. If you haven't been told, I'm Cantor Marc Bachrach. If you like the ceremony, if you don't, David Copperfield, who'll get rid of him one time at a time. The word Ketubah, which is here, means agreement. And it comes from a Hebrew word that means writing or that which is written. And this Ketubah represents the commitments of your hearts. It visually displays your love for each other. Katie and Joel, your Ketubah is more than just a marriage contract. This beautiful, beautiful Ketubah is a Brit Ahuvah. That's Hebrew for your covenant of love. Brit, covenant, Ahuvah, love. Can we all say, your covenant of love? Yes. Oh, I like the way you put that accent on the love. We're getting Hawaiian here. This is going to be sort of a mishmash of, they wanted a Jubu ceremony. It was a combination of Jewish and Buddhist influence. We got the Hawaiian thing going. Full disclosure, I actually was initiated as an apprentice kahuna a long time ago out in Malibu Canyon, so I've got this going on too. All right. Now, Joel and Katie said, you know, a lot of these people are going to be meeting for the first time. It's like, I would love to really make sure they're connected. So we thought, connect, COVID's over. Holding hands. Okay, I've got theirs, you get each other's, right? And some of you know the song. Oh, you don't have to go all the way. I mean, if you want to, that's great. Some of you will know the words to this, but that wouldn't be fair to those of you who don't know the words. And so I'm going to teach you the way I teach my assisted living memory people how to do it. Oh, full disclosure. No, actually, I came up with this for them, and I thought, oh, this is great for beginners stuff, like if you've never seen this. So the words are la, la, la. Can we try that? La, la, la. Oh, you've got it now. And the melody goes like this. La, 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 la. Try it. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Here we go. La, 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 la. Look, she's got the head motion and everything going on. All right, here we go. So, la 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 la. More. La 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 la. Now here's the big part. La 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 la. Or you can just let me do it. La 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 la. Now we're going to stick in the words. So if you don't know the words, that's okay. Keep la la line. No one will ever know the difference, all right? But you'll feel connected to the people here. La 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 dovu manahim shevet achim gam yad Naim, la 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 la. Hinei matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Which means how good it is for brothers and sisters to be together. I can't think of a more appropriate group to sing that with. Congratulations. Well done. Wow. You feel the connection now? It's strong. All right. As Joel said, it's deep now. So, Jewish wedding ceremonies, they contain a lot of richness and power of our tribal rituals. The chant you just did is a tribal chant. And blessings. Blessings are a way of saying thank you. They're a way of having real gratitude, of saying, that's good, let's do more of that, okay? And so that's what we're going to be doing right now. But this is not a religious tribal ritual. This is actually much more a legal ritual. We'll get into that in a moment. But boy, you guys, I mean, when I saw this come over on my phone today, I said, wow, I can't wait to see this, because you chose a beautiful Ketubah, Brit Ahuvah, the covenant of love. And you made it distinctly yours. It's clear that you did that. It's got strong, simple, beautiful vows, but these were not cookie cutter.
We worked on them.
You worked on these. I mean, I don't see this very often, and it's beautiful. And there's, I think, now I'm not sure, I think these are grapes, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, grapes. Are there trees in here? I think there's some tree stuff, sort of tree stuff? Yeah?
Yeah, there's some.
But you're asking her if there's tree stuff?
Oh no, the grapes for Uncle Gary.
Oh, for Gary, okay. Good choice, Uncle Gary.
Yeah, stained glass, you know.
Any trees in there?
Yeah,
Like
there
tiny
are
little
Yeah,
trees?
they're coming back here, like they're all
Okay,
outside.
all right.
above the horizon.
Because then I can go into my shtick.
There's
here.
trees though, there's
There's trees.
Otherwise, you're going to have to imagine there's trees here. Look, there's a powerful Jewish symbol, and it's called the Tree of Life. And in Hebrew, it's called the Eitz Chaim. And I actually talked to somebody here who goes to the Eitz Chaim temple in my town, or did. So it's a very common word, the Tree of Life. It's a really powerful symbol. Okay, so trees, right? There's a trunk, and there's limbs, and there's stuff. The trunk, the limbs, the branches, these we can see easily, but it's the roots of the tree we can't see. Well, we know they exist, right? Couldn't have a tree without roots. Today, Joel, Katie, together, you are the trunk of the tree. But your tree did not start today. It didn't start when Joel had asked you to come out and see the horses at Goodstone Inn. Joel asking her to come out and see the horses at Goodstone Inn. We'll pass them around later if you feel neglected. It didn't start out at Joel's best first date ever at the Finn Sushi Bar and the Alley Speakeasy. I control with the best of them. Okay. Research, I'm not controlling. No, it didn't even start with Joel's faux Russian accent and chivalrous offer of fermented cucumber at the Asian Taco Fusion truck outside the Brick on Abbott Kinney. If you want, we'll pass these around later, but I don't want you to get distracted from the main.
Those cucumbers.
It started, yes, there's nothing like a gastronomic reference to get this. It started thousands of years ago. Your ancestors, the roots of your tree, those families thousands of years ago, they were busy with their own lives. They were building their own families in countries and continents very far from here. In the cities, the village, the shtetls of Ukraine and Germany, of Poland and Hungary, of Sweden and England, of Japan and Ireland. No, we may not see the roots of your tree here tonight at Temple Dukes of Malibu. Yet we recognize all these ancestors are with us and with you tonight. They are in your DNA. They are in your hearts. They are in your souls, and their spirits are one with what we all call the Holy Spirit. In Hebrew, the Ruach HaKadosh. You can hear the sound of the Holy Spirit right beneath us. Could you pick a better place to do this? And we're going to give very special honor tonight to Grandfather Charles, to Grandma Sayoko, and of course, Mother Debbie, who left us way too soon. Joel, your grandpa and grandma, Lillian and Gus, and your Uncle Scott, and color commentary, Joel's grandma Lillian always wanted Joel to marry a Jewish woman. So, we go right from the lighthearted to the deeply sacred. If everyone here would please close your eyes with me. And let's welcome in through your heart's memories the joy, the delight of all the ancestors, all of them, celebrating this wonderful marriage, celebrating with joy, with dancing, with singing, so incredibly happy to be watching from where they are and to be in your hearts at this moment. As each of you remember them with love, I'll sing one Hebrew word, ruach, which means spirit. Ruach, 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 So now we're all here to witness and to celebrate together, so let's open our eyes and watch. Because signing a ketubah is an ancient and a special process. And look, early on, this ketubah was a marriage license, but really, it's pretty close to a purchase document. Now, all right, now before we get ahead of ourselves, clearly, we know that Joel here is not purchasing Katie today. Even though it would be what? The deal of the century, right? No. The real intention behind this ketubah was a system of safety. Safety for the bride. To protect her by law, by a document. Not only to protect her property rights, but kids in the house, but to even her fulfillment in the bedroom. I'm not sure you put that in there, but the ancient one did have that covered. So. Good luck if you didn't put it in there. So, I don't think you guys have any problem with that. Okay, so, ketubah, the first prenup in history, right? Jews, lawyers, come on, give me a break. All right. This beautiful ketubah is a promise. It's a promise you make to each other. It's a promise you make to your communities. It's a promise you make to your families. And it's a promise you make to the ancestors. It's a promise about the home you've already begun building, the future you're shaping, the life that you share together. And they make this pledge. And they promise to one another, be my wife and be my husband. According to the traditions and the wisdom of Moses and Israel, I promise, I pledge to you, I will care for you. I will support you. I will protect you in the way of husbands and wives who are caring and supportive of one another, in wholeness and in truth. This is a valid and binding agreement amongst the people Israel. Not just the country Israel, but the Jewish people worldwide. Joel, do you understand the meaning of this promise?
I do now.
Right. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And in the presence of these witnesses, do you pledge yourself and all that is yours to its fulfillment?
I do.
Well, then take this document in both your hands. His hands, not I know. I wasn't specific about that, my bad. You are almost a married man. Okay. Now, Katie, do you understand the meaning of this promise?
Yes.
And you are seriously prepared to make this to Joel, this promise?
Yes.
And you pledge yourself and everything that is yours to its fulfillment?
Yes.
Then you take the document in both your hands, along with Joel. Whoops. Joel, Yoel ben Shlomo, and Katie, Kalila, Yael, Bat Ed, and Debbie. Joel, son of Marla and Steve, and Katie, daughter of Debbie and Edward. We're going to have you sign first.
Perfect.
Because the witnesses have to watch what you do. Makes sense, right? The witnesses sign after you. So let's take the magic pen. I have an extra if you don't want to use the one that's already wrapped. This lasts forever, folks. This is an archival pen. Don't leave home without it if you're planning to be an officiant signing these things.
All right. So my signature, not like print.
Yes, the one that says groom. Okay. Just saying. I know things are fluid these days, but... All right, and Katie. I have to admit, your dad tuned me up to the humor that was supposed to be flowing, so...
Oh yeah,
It's taken on a life of its own here.
There we go.
And now, I will sign because I could get carried away and keep talking and forget to sign, which is really not a great idea. Oh, I need something to put it so I don't schmutz. Okay, good. I actually signed within the lines. Okay, good. Now, we need two incredible witnesses. We need Rick and Brian to come forward, please.
Fine.
And if you would stand on either. Yes, Brian, you. It's not TV. We're giving Brian into the shot. And Brian goes with Joel and Rick with Katie, right?
Yep.
Have I got that right? Okay, so stand. Oh, very good. Oh, you're going to enjoy this. Okay. A pen. Now, before you sign, okay, you sit, they stand. Brian and Rick, eyes over here. Okay, this is important stuff because you're not just witnessing a document signing. You're not just witnessing a wedding. You are witnessing and signing to this marriage. So this job does not end today. It just started, and lucky you just found out about it. All right. Yeah, you will be watching. It's your job to check in with Katie and Joel periodically, to encourage them, to support them, as they fulfill the vows that they're about to read to you and sign, and that they've signed. And then here's what's more important, not just to watch, not just to hear, but to do what's needed. Are each of you willing to fulfill these responsibilities?
Yes.
Then, before you do, I want you to whisper sweet words of nothing or inspiration or whatever you want into your relative's ear, and don't let us hear it. And you can flip a coin for who goes first or closest or whatever.
Right here.
Oh, where it says all Hebrew. Yeah, that's it, right there. Yeah. Careful. Stay on the line.
You got it.
No coloring outside. You'll see this later. And Rick, if you would do the honors. Come close. Beautiful. And is this the first ketubah you've ever signed, Rick?
Yes.
And the first for you, Brian?
I believe so, yeah.
Well,
We're not at this age.
it will be the best one you've ever signed in your life up until this moment, I guarantee you. Round of applause. Photo op? Photo op?
Yes.
Well, you got it.
Do you want one more?
No, oh,
Oh, wait.
We got a lot.
I want to make sure. Nice, okay. Okay, dismissed. Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful. Very nice.
Keep the happiness.
To honor the different traditions and faiths that are present, we really wanted to have an element of Katie's heritage, so we're going to have, yeah, we're going to have Joel and Katie recite two ancient Japanese wedding poems at this point, and then they will read their ketubah out loud to each other.
on life's journey, we promise to love.
Nope.
Oh, that's
Let's
not-
start with the ancient Japanese
Oh.
wedding bow.
My bad.
sorry.
The one that says Joel, and then the one that says Katie.
Okay.
All right, here we go. All right. Alone in bed.
Wait. Erase. Reset. Okay, there we go.
All right, sorry about that.
Not at all.
Alone in bed, her image clearly comes. I can see her long hair, feel it smooth to the touch of my palms.
Katie, you're next.
You left impressions unforgettable, and when I view our moon, your image surfaces, and that love seems forever.
Beautiful.
And in case you couldn't hear, because the ocean crashed the moment she said that, we'll leave all of this up here so you can see it later. And now, the most important part is to read these incredible vows that you labored over and really made special. That these really are the basis of Katie and Joel's wedding today and tomorrow and forever. So go ahead, guys.
As we embark on life's journey, we promise to love, cherish, encourage, and inspire one another. Our hearts fuse together, creating a unique bond with friendship and compassion at its core. Through this union, we vow to value and support each other, always striving to show sensitivity to each other's needs.
We shall nurture one another emotionally, spiritually, and intellectually, always mindful of our respective qualities and strengths.
May we continue to grow together, maintaining the courage and determination to pursue our desired paths.
Our laughter, sparkling as our song, its melody will fill our home and color our memories.
We will remember why we fell in love. We promise to celebrate life's joys with grace and overcome life's adversities with tenacity.
May we maintain the intimacy that fosters trust, honesty, and communication.
As life partners, we shall strive to build a home committed to our Jewish values.
A home emanating love, peace, tolerance, and charity.
Through each other's eyes, we see the world anew. May we be better together. You are my best friend, my hopes and future, my strength, my soulmate. In your eyes, I see my love, and in your heart, I see my dreams.
This Ketubah has been witnessed and signed according to tradition. All this is now valid and binding.
All right.
Each year on your anniversary, your own personal, unique holiday, your holiday, revisit this ritual. Renew your promises to one another. Read them aloud again, slowly. Spend time together in patient, heartfelt exploration of these promises. When did you succeed acting on them? Where did you fall short? Share how each of you can improve their fulfillment. This is one of the most spiritual ketubahs I have ever been privileged to witness. The choice of artwork, the symbolism together with the words, which elevate a normally legalistic document into a declaration of health and healing, of entry into marriage with mindfulness and intention, and it prompted me to gift you with a tool to carry this forward. And I know that Katie has a thing for tarot cards. This is a gift of meditations on the Hebrew letters. It's called Signs and Wonders. It's a card deck and a spiritual guide. And it was, I happen to call it the Jewish I Ching, or a Jewish tarot deck. And when you're ready, its creator, my friend Gila Nissan, will have you draw letters from this deck in harmony with your energies as a couple. And then she'll give you a Kabbalistic reading over the phone or in person if you stick around, using those letters. I'm going to have you pick one now, but in the interest of time, I know you never want to compete with hungry Jews, so we'll read that at the table. Let me just see what you got. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah, that's great. All right, I will give you the interpretation at your table. And so, as a couple with passion and dedication to science fiction, it should please you to know that my friend Gila's late husband, Andreas, played Jakar on the series Babylon 5. So, couldn't have been a more appropriate gift for you guys. Your wedding ceremony tomorrow is going to be a continuation of your celebration and an equally happy and joyful moment. Look at the faces here. How could it not be happy and joyful? My God, everybody's beaming love beams and stuff. So congratulations, you already got ahead of yourself, but this calls for your first official ceremonial kiss of the wedding festivities. rest of the ceremony tomorrow wasn't to happen, God forbid, it's a Jewish thing. Okay? There's an argument that you would be married already, so what we're going to do right now is split the difference, friends, okay? And we're going to give you the ancient ritualistic half mazel tov. I need to teach you how to do the half mazel tov, otherwise you'll get over the top and you'll screw it up. All right, you ready? The half mazel tov goes like this. It is the sound of one hand clapping. And half a mazel tov, or... Oh, come on, don't be shy. Mazel! Okay, let's rehearse. Half, clap, and mazel. All right, on the count of 3. And then we're going to wait for the real one when you break the glass tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, mazel! And meanwhile, l'chaim, to life. Look up some of it.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
It was you inspired me.
Can you take a Polaroid of you next to the shirt?
Nice. Yes, more photo ops. The Ketubah couple.
Yeah.
Everybody remain seated. We're gonna